Hello once again, everybody. Welcome back to WZ Sports Day Philly 2022. In the last video, we saw Orange team come out to a commanding lead after taking 3-0 in kickball, after taking 3-0 in wiffle ball previously. They now sit at 7-2, and the other teams have their work cut out for them as we're going to head into basketball next. So let's get right into the format and then we'll get into the games. So the biggest thing that needs to be mentioned right off the bat for basketball is that we ended up making it a merged sport. There were a couple reasons for this. The main reason was due to the amount of injuries and health concerns we had up to this point in the competition, and then the second reason was time constraints. The original plan was for basketball to be unmerged and for there to be 6 basketball games. By making it merged, we cut that number down to 3 games. That aside, the rules are pretty similar to the previous sports days. A minimum of 1 player from each team is required to be in the starting lineup for each game. For example, for game 1, the red-white team wouldn't be able to start with Brawly, Grimace, Nathan. They would need to have a red team member in there. Other than that, loser takes, which isn't exactly traditional, but we implemented it to prevent snowballing, and you have to pass the ball in after the check. You can't just immediately go in for a layup. So with all that said, it's time to get started with game 1 of basketball. Here we go. We've got red-white versus brown-orange. Starting for red-white, it's going to be Howler, Brawly, and Grimace. And then starting for brown-orange, it's going to be Spec, Wally, and Casper. We've got 2 really strong basketball lineups here to start in this game 1, which is going to be one of the advantages of merged basketballs. You're going to see a lot more competitive lineups coming out here as Howler's getting guarded heavily by Spec. And then Spec and Casper are going to go crazy on him. Looked like a foul, honestly, but I don't think one was called, so it's out on Howler. They're gonna try to start an offensive of their own. Wally now with the ball. Spec's gonna look for something. Back to Wally. Trying to put the moves on him. Spec will go for the 2. Doesn't quite land close though. Wally gets the rebound, passes it to Casper. Also offline, that's gonna go out. So it'll be red-white's ball now. Teams can make substitutions at any time here. You can see the other players available on the bench, or at least some of them. As red-white's going to look to get something going here. Brawly might go for the 2. He's got to pass it now. He will try to get it over to Grimace there, and he will end up with it. Let's see what happens now. Clean move, but doesn't quite land, but the repeat shot will. Grimace gets the first point of the day on the board. As red-white will lead it 1-0. Brown-orange now with the ball because they're playing losers takes, which for some people might take some getting used to. Spec gonna look for something. Oh, nice pass to Wally, but not quite able to complete it. Oh, but that's a foul by looks of it. I'm not sure if it was on Grimace or Brawly, but Wally called a foul there. And let's see what we get going now here. Brawly's guarding aggressively as he needs to. Wally's a really talented player. Casper will go for the 2 and land it. What a shot by Casper. That's his first career point. 2 of them, in fact.
That was all on cam, buddy.
As now brown-orange leads it 2-1. Brawly will pass it in to Grimace. Oh, Wally with the steal. And but Howler will maybe get it. Looks like brown-orange's ball, maybe.
Ooh, y'all cuddling? It's on in that room. Shit.
Tuck in the background with those nice colorful commentary. Let's see where Wally decides to go with this one. Back to Spec. Casper's absolutely sprinting around the court. Spec goes for the 2. Misses it, but he gets the rebound and completes the 1-point shot. So brown-orange will lead it 3-1. Howler backing up on Casper. Casper doing some trash talk. As Howler will pass that ball back to Brawly. Howler with the screen. Let's see if Brawly can make this layup, perhaps. A little off balance, but he makes it anyways. Nice shot there by Brawly. Make it 3-2 in favor of brown-orange. Wally will try to collect himself here. He's getting double teamed now. Casper went up with these wide open, but Howler gets into the defense, and Casper,
We
oh
got
my
someone
god,
down.
he hits the
Shit.
deck. No foul called though. Brawley will go for the follow-up. Not quite. Out of bounds on somebody. Looked like it was Casper because I cut ahead here. Whenever there are large breaks in the action, I'm just gonna cut it out of the video for the sake of saving time. So when you see random jump cuts, that's why. Wally with some nice ball handling there. Let's see what he's gonna opt to do. Pass to Spec. He looked like he was thinking about the 2, but Grimace intimidating there in front of him. He will look for a different option. Casper being guarded by Howler. Shots high. Howler gets the rebound. Brawley now looks for the 2. Let's see. A little far, but Grimace right. Oh wow! Look at that shot. He just sends it way up into the sky, and it lands right in there. Tie up this game at 3. Grimace though will tap out for Eirik here. Eirik for the red team coming in. As Grimace looks like he needs a breather. Off camera a little bit, but Casper's got the ball. Oh man, Howler on the ground now. Look, that definitely looked like a foul. Yeah, it was called. Howler and Brawley with the double team on Wally there. He didn't like it. Spec will check it in. And a couple back and forth passes there. Spec's gonna go in for the layup perhaps? No, he goes for the long pass to Wally. Takes the shot. He's looking for something. Eirik now on defense. Wally goes for the pass to Casper for the 2. Not quite. Close though. Howler will get the rebound. Now he's going to look for an option. Oh, Casper almost gets the steal. Spec now up on Brawley. We'll go for the 2. Not quite. Wally gets the rebound. As we are getting a bit of a lull in the action here. Spec will go for the 2. Short. Casper saves it, gets it back to Spec, gets to Wally. Wow, look at these passes. Not quite gonna land that 2 though, and now Red-White will end up with the ball. Eirik got some good passing ability as you can see. Brawley's just going crazy now. Oh my god, look at the moves. Oh, and the spin move, but was that a foul, or I'm not even sure what just happened. It was either, no, it was just straight out of bounds. The audience is just in awe here as this game is getting really intense quickly. Just a lot of talent on display here. Oh, Howler will try to get the rebound and then unfortunately goes out of bounds off him.
Oh my god.
Brown Orange will end up with the ball as a direct result. You're going to end up seeing fatigue start to set in a bit here as a lot of energy being expended here. Casper's going to look for an option while the open. Spec and Eirik in a bit of a foot race there. Wally is going to have to consider what he's going to do. He'll end up with Spec with the ball now. Oh, Howler with the steal. Spec will foul and he did not take kindly to that steal, evidently. So it'll be Red-White's ball. Wow, what a drive by Brawley. Crazy stuff there as he just dismantled the defense on his own. Or I shouldn't say on his own. There was a nice screenplay involved. Brown Orange will now have an opportunity. That was the first point scored in a while in this game, so maybe get the pace going a bit. We're playing 1st to 11 here. Spec will miss that shot, so Red-White will take possession again. Howler's going to go for the 2, and he drains it. What a shot by Howler. That'll be a 2-point for him. He actually leads the league in 2-point percentage all time. Brown Orange needs to get something going here. They trail by 3 points as of now. Wally will go for the 2. Oh, and it makes it. It looked like a miss at first, but it bounces in. So a nice response right away from Wally and the Brown Orange team. They now only trail by 1. Howler's going to try to get something going. Wally with the steal to Spec to Casper. They're picking up the tempo real quick, and they get the point. Wow, Brown and Orange is really stepping it up right now. 3 points in a matter of, what was that, 30 seconds? And Red-White's going to have to respond now, as the momentum's on the side of Brown-Orange. Grimace subbed back in the meantime. Oh, he drains that too! What a response! As I was just saying, Raleigh getting in a groove here in this game. As Red-White now leads at 8-6. Casper open for a shot, but he's not going to go for it. Spec, however, will, and he'll drain it. What's going on here? This is just too city.
Is there an answer to these threes? Is there an answer to these 3 shots right now?
Yeah, good question posed by Tuck. What's the answer here? As both teams are just getting 3 after 3, or 2 in this case. Now we're going to look for Brawley. Just going to go for another one. That one's not going to land. Grimace gets the rebound though. Nice block by Wally, but it'll end up in Brawley's hands, and he'll just miss. Howler gets the rebound, puts it back up, and they get it. A lot of misses there, but they were just getting all the rebounds. That was what was important in this particular scenario. Now Red-White's got 9 to Brown-Orange's 8. Spec's gonna go for the 2. Oh, that just misses. Howler gets the rebound. And a 2-point shot could end the game here. Keep that in mind. Oh, it looks like he's in the 1-point range right now. He'll try to just get it up there to Grimace. Casper will steal it. Spec gonna go for the 2 again. Not gonna make it. Oh, but he gets the rebound, and maybe he'll get the 1. Oh, Howler with the aggressive defense gets right in there. No foul called. Wally will go for the 2. Doesn't make it. Howler gonna look for something. Orange-Brown really has to play some aggressive D here because a 2 could end it. That almost was it right there, but it doesn't land. Oh, a slap right there. You could hear it clearly. That'll be a foul from Wally on the Grimace. We're going to charge in there, go for the layup. Not going to quite make it. Spec with the rebound. Spec trying to push forward. Wally going to go for the 2. Just misses. Brawley gets the rebound. King in now too, I just realized, for Casper. Grimace gets the rebound. Oh my goodness, look at that. What a rebound and a follow-up shot by Grimace. Just putting the moves on them, and now Red-White is just a 1 point away from winning this game. So now any shot will be the decider here. Iric taps in for Grimace. Spec to King. Let's see if he can make an instant impact here in this game. He'll pass it back to Spec. He'll try to get open, but Iric's real quick. Spec misses, but King has got that height, gets that rebound. Back to Spec, back to Wally, back to Spec. And here he goes for... Oh, he tries to make a smooth pass to King there, but it's out of bounds. So now Red-White's got possession. This is dangerous now for the Brown-Orange team. Eric will pass it into Brawley. Oh, he tries to go for the aggressive pass to Howler, but King steals it. Nice play there by him. And now Wally's going to try to make something happen. To King, he's wide open. Oh, but he misses the shot. Tries to get the follow-up shot, but no good. Howler will rebound it. Brawley now looking for something. Goes for the 2. Oh, just misses. Spec with the rebound. Everyone got in there for the action. Spec passes to King. Oh, but Howler will end up with the steal, and he's on the ground. Passes it to Brawley. They'll have to take it back. Now, here we go. Oh, Spec gets the steal now. Things are getting intense here in the later moments of this game. Spec will miss that shot. Howler will get the rebound. Passes it back to Brawley. Passes it to Iric smoothly. Iric misses the 2. King will end up with it. He's going to go for the 2. Just misses. Brawley with the rebound. Oh, what? Look at that pass and that follow-up. Oh, are you kidding me? Brawley and Howler win the game there with that play. That's 11-8 final for the Red-White team, as that is a big win for the Red team and the White team to get a game back on Orange, who was previously leading by 2 games on Red and 3 games on White. After that game, Red trails them by just 1 game, white trails them by 2. Brown team, unfortunately, with that result, is mathematically eliminated from first place contention. Game 2 about to get underway here now. We've got TK, Iric, and Casper starting for red-orange, and then Brawley, Ank, Spec starting for white-brown. So a bit of a different players making an appearance here, as TK is going to start things off. He's getting a little bit crazy with it, but Ank's with a nice block there. Iric will pick it up, however. Passes to TK, and the shot is way too high. That's going to be out of bounds. So yeah, interestingly, red-orange starting with Wally on the bench here, maybe giving him a breather to start. And white-brown's giving Anks a shot in the starting lineup here, as Grimace is probably also just trying to recover from the last game, which was very intense and just concluded before the start of this one. Brawley's going to look for something here. Oh, the spin move, and doesn't quite complete it though. TK with the rebound. Goes for the 2. Short, and that'll be out of bounds as well, so white-brown will end up with the ball. Saw Iric a bit in the last game, and Casper in different points of the game, but no one on this red-orange lineup was really in for the full experience last time, like Howler and Wally were. Anks is going to look for something here, shoots it over TK's head, but it's not quite going to land. Iric and TK will collect it. TK going to pass it over to Casper, who's going to go in for the aggressive layup attempt, but it's not going to land. Spec will end up with it. Spec passes to Brawley, and Brawley will land that for the first point of the game. There's a bit of a cut ahead there because there was a delay in between, but right back into the action here as a lot of shit going on right now. It looks like it's still in, but then he fumbles it back into the out of bounds. That'll be a turnover, since back behind half court is also considered out of bounds.
I literally was holding it, I was ready.
Almost collided with the camera there too, as Tuck was panicking a bit. So red-orange will try to start something here now. TK gets a pass to the defenders, but isn't able to finish it. Iric will get the rebound though. Let's see what he chooses to do here. He's just going to go for the 2. Way too far though. Anks was crazy to save it, but he didn't need to do that. It would have been out on Iric. Brawley will pass it to Anks, who's wide open but can't complete it, and Iric will end up with it again. Pass to TK. Anks gets in there. Looks like it was a foul. Knocked TK's glasses off. My goodness. So that'll be red-orange's ball. Starting things off here, pass to Iric. Iric goes with some deception there, both of them with the no-look passes. Ends up to TK has to go out of the way for it. TK's moving a little poorly right now, as you can see by the injury. You can definitely see he's fighting through some pain here. Anks will pass it back to Spec. We'll go in for the pass. Fooled me on this. Fooled me right now, in fact. Casper goes for the 2. TK tries to get the rebound. Anks will end up with it. Passes back to Spec, who just misses that. Oh, and the ball's going everywhere. Iric ends up with it somehow. Passes it to Casper. He's going to go for the shot. Not quite. TK gets the rebound. He'll pass it back to Casper. Shots offline. Spec ends up with it. Still just 0-1 score. Spec passes it to Anks. That was a double dribble, but I guess we're not going to call that one. Casper ends up with it from the rebound. Passes it to TK, but Anks with some stalwart defense there. He's not going to get above him easily. Iric will go for the shot. A bit deep. Casper ends up with it though.
Are you sellable for this match?
Bit of a travel there. They're not going to call the foul. Brawley will end up with the ball. Passes it back to Spec.
All y'all's basketball is
Off
nuts.
the hoop, that'll be out of bounds. On white-brown.
I'm not basketball.
TK will tap out for Wally here. And Casper out for Howler as well, so red-orange team getting a big rework here.
So I kind of want to avoid that. Also, dribble.
As the score is still 1-0 in favor of white-brown team.
Yes, it is. I realized after
And I
spewing
probably
that
should
I'm
have
being
cut
recorded,
this
and it's
out,
happened, like, twice
but
already.
whoops.
So they're
In any
like
case,
at one
we're gonna
time I
get right back
actually did
into
have
it
a
right now.
conversation vocally like on video.
Wally will pass to Howard.
So
Wally and Howard
I
full of
probably
energy
did
now
a
as they
whole
were just sitting out for a few minutes there. Eirik, he's gonna look for something. Tries to go for the moves there, but the shot's short. And that's been the story of Red and Orange's game here. They've had some pretty decent, you know, like ball handling and maneuvers, but they just can't finish. Spec to ball to Anks. Eirik with the steal, that was nice and clean. Wally will get fouled on the layup by Anks.
Yeah, go for it.
Wally getting a bit frustrated, you can understand why. He's been fouled a number of times.
Oh, he's gonna drive in.
I was going to get past Anks there. Gets it to Eirik, gets it back to Wally.
Nice jump.
Just misses. Wally will get the rebound though, and holy smokes, okay, well he just went crazy there.
Someone's commentary's got spicy.
I'll tie the game up at 1. Game's so far a lot slower paced than the first one in terms of the scoring. As the defense will try to get their arrangement figured out. Howler trying to guard Grimace, he's struggling. Brawley with Wally on him, he's going to try to make something happen here. Nice pass to Grimace. The shot though will not connect. Howler will end up with it. Passes it back to Casper. Oh, it looks like Howler was fouled though actually. So that'll be oh wait, no, sorry. Howler was the one who fouled them. I was confused for a second why White Brown had the ball. Speck with a nice 2-pointer there, by the way. So that will give White Brown a 3-1 lead. Red and Orange can absolutely make something happen in response. Wally has a chance there and drains it. That was a nice maneuver by him. Gets Red Orange within 1. Speck will pass it into Brawley. He's taken a lot of 2s today, and he will attempt another one there, but that one's going to careen off, and Red Orange will end up with it. Howard goes for the shot. Short. Brawley with the rebound. Another 2-point attempt by Brawley. That one's going to be out of bounds. We saw a similar story from Brawley in Atlanta when he played. He was taking a lot of 2-point shots. And in that case, he had a 7 for 14 ratio. Casper lands that 2 there on the topic of 2s. And Red Orange now has the lead, 4-3. Pass up to Grimace, and not much Howler can do there with the size difference. Wally, though, will end up with the ball regardless, and passes it to Howler. Oh, wow. Goes for the quick shot and makes it. So Red Orange now leads at 5-3. White Brown. Get back to Grimace. Whoa, my god, that would have been really nice if he landed, but not quite. Howler pass it to Casper. Goes for the 2 yet again. And probably will end up with it. Let's see if he goes for another one. He's going to try to get a little more aggressive this time. Pass it to Grimace, and it's out of bounds. Some confusion there of who it was out off of, but I believe it was out off Grimace. Casper passes it into Wally. Getting pretty aggressive on him now. Wally with some nice ball handling. He'll pass it to Howler. He's got Speck on him. Pass to Wally. Casper just wide open in the back lines.
I heard skin on skin.
Foul there, perhaps? Looks like Wally was fouled again. Red Orange still leads at 5-3. Casper had a quick in mind there, but didn't end up happening. Casper will still be looking for something. Oh, so close. And Speck will end up with the rebound. He'll go for the 2 here. Oh, and he drains it. Nothing but net there. That was a great shot. And that'll tie up the game, in fact, at 5. Eric tapped in for Wally. In the meantime, just noticed that. Eric will try and make something happen right away, but he's not able to. It's a good D by Brawley, as he will pass it back to Spec, who lands another 2. Wow. Okay, he's starting to get in a groove here. 7-5, White-Brown. Eric passes it up to Howler. He'll go for the shot. Wow, he just makes it just like that. Howler's been converting on a lot of these opportunities his teammates have been giving him in these games. Certainly not wasting them. Spec coming back up.
You better not. You got Gatorade.
Passes up to Angst there, taking advantage of the height. Brawley is going crazy.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't make it, but Howler fouled him, so it will be White-Brown's ball. White-Brown currently up 7-6, so we got another close and intense game here. Brawley goes for the 2. Not quite going to land it. Casper will end up with the rebound. Gonna try to reconvene here. Passes it to Eirik. Looks like he's gonna go for the 2. He does. And it's offline. Brawley will end up with the ball on the rebound. The pass to Anks. He's got defenders on him. The pass to Spec. Blocked perhaps by Casper. Howler back to Casper. To Eirik. They're all over the court right now. The pass it back to Howler. He's gonna try to go up, but he'll pass it back to Casper. Red-Orange is just going everywhere with the ball right now. Let's see what they end up going for. Eric with the fadeaway there, not going to land. Anks will pass it to Spec. Brawley goes for the 2, and he drains it. That's an important one. 9-6 now for White-Brown. They are now in range of ending this game with the 2-point shot.
Rally.
Casper will pass it back to Eirik. He will keep it in. Although he fumbled with it a bit. Howler now going to look for something. Oh wow, he got fouled there and made it anyways. But yeah, in our case, we're going to not count that as another possession for them. They'll just play will resume. Spec will go for the 2. Not quite going to make it though. I'll be out of bounds. It'll be red-orange ball. Red-orange going to need to play some pretty aggressive defense here, especially when they're going for 2s. Brawley and Spec have both taken a lot of 2s in these games. That's where a majority of their points in this game came from, in fact. Brawley's running around. Irik's trying to keep up with them. And he certainly can. Oh, he's going to do a little reach around. That looked like a foul. But I think it was out on him regardless. Yeah, it was. So, White-Brown's ball. Well, he'll pass back to Spec. He'll go for the 2. Tries to end it. Not quite going to land. So I'll turn it back over to Red-Orange, who are just staying alive in this game. Pass to Howler. He's going to look his options. Passes into Eirik. Goes for the shot. Just misses. Anks with the rebound. Passes back to Brawley. Now Brawley's going to look for something. Ooh, just misses again. Casper now has the ball. A 2-point shot could tie the game, but they're going to try to pass it around instead. Play it a bit more methodically. Howler goes for the shot. Wow, what a shot there. My goodness.
And he's out after that. You see that shot?
He is absolutely styled on him there. Wally can tap in now for Eirik as we get into the crucial moments of this game. We're trying to guard Anks. He's gonna look for something. Doesn't land it though. Wally versus Angst in the battle of height is a close one. Oh, they... Alright, well, that'll be a stoppage in the play. I don't know whose ball it is. I never really know in situations like that.
What if we hugged balls at the land?
Red-orange's ball by the looks of it, and a nice pass to Howler, but he's not able to come up with it. Brawley gets it out of there. Wally ends up with it. Howler's on the ground. Passes it back to Casper. He's going to go for the 2. Misses though. Speck with the rebound. Now White-Brown's got possessions. This is dangerous for the Red-Orange. He tries to end the game. Just misses. Howler with the rebound. They'll turn right back around. Ace with the block. Foul though. Quite a few fouls by Angst in this game. As Red-Orange will end up with the ball. Casper to Wally. He's going to try to make something happen here. Wally guarding him very aggressively. He'll just pass it right over to Howler. Probably going to pass it back. Oh, there's a foul again. By Angst, I think. Unfortunate. As play will resume, however. Howler passes it up to Casper. Block there. Not a foul, I guess. Casper is going to look for his options. Might go for a 2. Angst really guarding Howler well there. He's not really able to pass it to him. He'll go in for the layup. Shot's way off though. And Brawley will end up with it. And now he's going to go in. Pass it back to Speck. Misses the shot, but he might get another. Oh, the pass back to Angst. Oh, it ends up out of bounds. The scoring has been a lot more infrequent in this game. There's a bit of a break there, and we're getting right back into the action. Wally gonna look for something. Not quite able to make it. Grimace now in the game for Angst. He's gonna see what he can do. His time here assessing his options. Wow. Yeah, look at this. He just really put the moves on Howler there. Holy shit, what a play. And just like that, White-Brown is winning this game 10-8, and any score now will seal the deal. Casper giving Howler some secret strategy here of some sort. Or maybe it's a fake of some sort. I will pass it back to Wally. Oh, that pass was almost out of bounds. Howler gonna look for something here. Pass it to Wally. He's gonna go for the 2. Oh, just misses. That was practically in the net, not quite going to land. Brawley going to look to end this game. Oh, it's offline though. Oh, some confusion there. As they thought a foul was called, but it was not. However, Wally. Oh, he misses that shot. That's tough. White-Brown's ball now. Back to Brawley, back to Speck. Oh, and he ends the game just like that. Wow, Speck really took over that game in a hurry. He scored, I believe, 7 of their 11 points in that game. What a performance by him, as White-Brown's going to take that game by a score of 11-8. Another close, intense game, although that one was a marathon. White gets another much-needed win there, as they're going to tie up Red in the standings. Red and White trail Orange by 1 game.
Let's go.
Orange-White versus Brown-Red now getting underway. King, Wally, and Brawley the starting lineup for Orange-White. Spec, TK, Iric to start for Brown-Red. Really stacked lineup on the side of Orange-White. TK's going to try to get things started for Brown-Red. Oh, and he'll call a foul on Brawley there. Yeah, Brawley didn't like it. And yeah, I mean, in my defense, haven't really played a lot of basketball, don't really watch it. But yeah, the point he was trying to make basically was to just like not really call a foul unless it's a shooting foul just for the sake of time, which I mean is fair. But nevertheless, I mean, there's been a lot of fouls all day. You really got to call them, because if you don't, people are going to take advantage. Wally now on the offensive. Goes for the pass to King. Oh, not quite able to finish it. Swats it into Wally's face, who's going to end up... not completing it. Damn, orange-white there. Not quite going to finish that play. Speck misses the shot. Eric ends up with the rebound. Speck passes to Eric. Not going to make it. TK definitely struggling with that injury a bit. You can tell by the body language. Wally's going to pass it over to King, who's wide open, and he makes a nice conversion there.
Ooh, King. Okay.
King there with a really nice conversion on that pass. Eric passes it. TK goes for the 2, it's short. Eric tries again there for the rebound, good effort, but Brawley's going to end up with it. Go for a 2. Oh, and he sinks it. Orange-white now off to an early 3-0 lead. Brown-red might have their work cut out for them in this one. Eric will not quite land that shot. Oh, he goes for the 2 again, and he drains it again. Wow. Okay. Brawley now starting to feel himself a bit as he's going to land 2 straight 2-pointers.
Had that cast on all fucking
And orange-white now has got a 5-0 lead. So brown-red finding themselves in quite the hole in a hurry. Speck will pass it back to TK. He makes the shot, so brown-red gets put on the board. TK's first point of the day, in fact. Brawley's going to look for King. Oh, he tries to convert it, but oh man, Eric really gets in his face there. TK is going to go for the spin move and the shot, not quite going to land though. TK gets in the way, gets the steal, goes for the 2, not going to land it. Oh my goodness, that looked like almost a nasty collision there. It's going to be off TK, so orange-white will end up with the ball. Let's see. Nice, King makes the other shot. He's starting to get into a groove of his own. Don't believe he had scored any before this game. He's already got 2 here. In limited play time, of course. Speck is going to go for the 2. Way off the line, that'll be out of bounds. Eric goes for the save. He actually gets it. Oh, but they're going to call him out of bounds. That's a bummer. It'll be orange-white's ball. It was a great effort, though, by Eric nonetheless. Wally to Brawley, and the layup, wow. Really clean conversion there. Oh, nice pass by Wally. It's a 7-1 game quickly here. Speck gonna have to pass it in. TK or Eric is gonna have to get open. Eric does, goes for the shot right away. It's offline. Off on King by the looks of it. So brown-red will retain possession of the ball. They really need to start scoring some more points here quick. TK goes for the 2. Not quite going to land it. Eric with the save, but Brawley ends up with it regardless. Eric really going all out for these saves. Wally with the 2. Lands it. What a nice shot there. As orange-white is performing very well in this game. Albeit kind of a mismatch. Eric will go for the behind the back shot. Honestly, that was very respectable in how close that was. TK is going to go for... Okay, they're all just going for fancy shit now as this game is starting to get out of hand. Brown-red is struggling. Orange-white will end up with the ball. Probably with the pass to King, he might end up going for a 2. He's going to pass it to Wally instead. Behind the back to King. Offline, TK with the rebound. Oh, they end up getting the steal, but Eric will end up with it nonetheless. He's got Spec back, but now Wally's in the way. It'll be tough for him. Spec goes for that 2. Not going to land. TK ends up with it somehow. Oh, King ends up with the steal. Spec not able to come up with the Wally will instead. Eric gets the rebound.
Oh my god, TK.
Yeah, Eric goes for an under the legs pass or something of the sort. Not going to work out. Probably he's going to go in for the shot. Not quite. TK gets the rebound. Going to go for the 2. Not quite. A lot of back and forth here. Probably will pass it to Wally. Oh man, Wally got hit in the face there. That's not good.
Wally's dead.
And he will end up subbing out of the game for Grimace, who's instantly going to get a point there. Howler also subbed in for the brown-red team. Now we're on game point. Orange-white leads at 10-1. This is a bit of a brutal one. Not a great watch. Howler is going to look for something. Spec will go for the 2. And he lands it. So brown and red ends up with 3 points now. They trail by 7. Howler and Paulie want people to clear the court. Let's see what happens now, as it'll be a Howler versus Brawley 1v1 with the game on the line. Oh, and Brawley's going to win that one with ease, as that will be Orange-White taking this game by a score of 11-3. Not a close game like the other two, but still a fun one nonetheless. As a result of that game, White team has gone 3-0 in basketball, which is very impressive. They have cut their deficit in a hurry. They now trail Orange team by just 1 game as they move into 2nd place. Red team falls into 3rd place, and things have gotten a lot more interesting in this competition. Let's take one more look at our game-winning plays on the PALS Sudden Service Instant Replay system. We've got a nice play by Broly and Howler there to win game 1. Spec taking it himself to win game 2. And then for game 3, the 1v1 between Brawley and Howler to finish off the day. So that'll wrap up basketball, but here are the stats from basketball that you can take a look at, as well as the leaderboards where you can see where each player stacked up in each of these particular categories that I chose. And now for the highly anticipated Player of the Game awards for basketball. I thought these were pretty clear-cut, in my opinion, for each of these games. In Game 1, I went with Howler, who scored 4 points, which really is not the stat that jumps off the page to me, although it was tied for the most point scorer on his team in this game. He had great ratios. He went 3 for 5 on field goals, 1 for 1 on his 3-point attempt, so he made it count. But also had 9 rebounds, which was the most on the team, and 2 steals, which was the most on the team. So honestly, I felt like he was just doing it all in this game. For game 2, I went with Spec, and that's for obvious reasons. He scored 7 of his team's 11 points, made 3 3-pointers that accounted for 6 of his 7 points, and also 2 assists, so he was helping his team out as well. Then for game 3, I went with Brawley. He really went off in this game. He scored 6 points of his team's 11, and also, like Howler in game 1, had insane ratios. He went 4 for 5 on field goal percentage and 2 for 2 on threes. Also had 2 assists, so helping the team out. Definitely had his pop-off game in this one. So those are the players I chose for basketball's Player of the Game awards. And that'll just about do it. So looking at these standings here, things are getting really tight as we head into the final sport of the event. Orange team leads the event still with an 8-4 record. They're 1 game ahead of White team, who's sitting second with a 7-5 record after 3-0ing basketball here. And they are 1 game up on Red team, who now fall to 3rd place with a 6-6 record. Then, of course, there's Brown team in last with a 3-9 record. But really going into the final sport, which will be volleyball, it's anyone's game here between the top 3 teams. So next time we're going to conclude WZ Sports Day Philly 2022 with volleyball and see how things end up turning out. See you then.